If you're trying to figure out which mics actually make your YouTube content sound pro without making your wallet cry, stick around. I'm going to run through a pile of popular mics, tell you what's great, what's stupid, and then wrap it up with my real answer. Would I buy it or would I skip it? No marketing fluff, just the kind of honest take I'd give a friend in my DMs. Oh, and I'll drop some real-world workflow notes too, because a great mic is only half the game if your editing and posting flow is a mess. Let's start this journey with the NZXT Capsule Mini. Cute, cheap, easy to use, it gives nice, crisp audio for streaming and casual podcasting. The voice-focused frequency band keeps the low-end rumble away, so you don't have to worry about your room's HVAC or your GPU whining in the background. Downside's no on-mic gain knob, and the companion app is Windows only. The mount doesn't lock in place either, so it'll flop around if you're the kind of person who reenacts their feelings at the desk. So, would I buy the Capsule Mini? Maybe if I'm on a budget, value plug and play and don't mind doing any advanced adjustments in software. But if you hate Windows only, look elsewhere. Next up is the rugged Rode PodMic. Built like a tank, sounds robust and warm, and it has a pop filter integrated into the design, which is nice. It's an XLR dynamic though, so you're not getting a plug-and-play USB experience. Expect to buy an XLR cable, an audio interface, and a good boom or stand. That extra investment is fine if you're serious about podcasting, like the mic itself is pro level for voices. Would I recommend the PodMic? Yes, if I already have or plan to get an audio interface. If you want zero setup friction, this isn't the one. Let's check out the Rode NT USB Plus. Rode swapped old connectors for USB-C and added a much quieter preamp. Out of the box, it sounds so clean that a lot of people won't feel the need to upgrade to a top-tier XLR mic. Great for creators who want studio-ish sound without a mixer. Small caveat, you'll need a separate lightning cable for iPhone users. So is the NT USB Plus a buy for you? Yes, if portability and plug-and-play quality matter to you. The popular HyperX QuadCast is a streamer favorite for a reason. It sounds great, reduces background noise well, and the tap-to-mute plus RGB is actually useful when someone barges in midstream. The shock mount helps if you're dramatic at your desk. The mute touch is hypersensitive though, so breathe too hard and you're gone. My final verdict on the QuadCast is a yes if you want something that looks and sounds good with minimal fuss. Now let's examine the Audio-Technica AT2020USB-X. Think clear, professional sound at a solid sample rate. The headphone amp for monitoring is a real plus. But like a few others, there's no physical gain knob, so you're tweaking levels on your computer. The included stand and cable can relay desk vibration, so consider a boom arm or shock mount. Will the AT2020USB-X make the cut? Yes, it's reliable, straightforward, and sounds legit. Moving on to the SteelSeries Alias Pro. Sounds amazing, clean, full, and versatile for podcasting or ASMR. The XLR mixer included is a neat idea with two outputs for routing to two PCs, but the gain meter is annoyingly unreliable and the buttons feel mushy. Should you consider the Alias Pro? Maybe because sonically it rocks, but that wonky meter could be maddening during long sessions. We can't forget the improved blue Yeti X. It has the same Yeti personality, but with improvements like a multifunction dial, better recording quality, and a slick software suite with presets that make you sound polished instantly. At around $170, it's pricey for a USB mic, and some of the hardware feels a little cheap for that price. Is the Yeti X worth the premium price tag? Yes, if you want a very versatile mic with software filters that actually help. Next up is the lightweight, streamer-focused Elgato Wave 3. It has a clever anti-distortion feature that keeps clipping in check when you go ham on the mic. It's a bit thin on low end compared to the Yeti and is strictly cardioid, so no multi-pattern fuss. The software acts like a little mixing desk, which is convenient. Will the Wave 3 make it into my kit? Yes, especially if you want something designed for streaming that integrates with your software stack. Let's look at the Biodynamic Fox USB. This mic offers gorgeous vocal tone and high sample rate recording, meaning broadcast quality voice straight into your digital audio workstation. The built-in pop shield is excellent, but the headphone preamp can misbehave, and you're stuck with only cardioid. Is the Fox USB a smart purchase? Yes, if your number one priority is vocal tone and you don't need multi-person recording. How about the sleek SteelSeries Alias? The LED level display is gorgeous and the touch-sensitive mute is slick, but you're paying a premium for looks and visual feedback. The software is a bit buggy sometimes. Should you pay the extra for the Alias? Maybe it's great sonically, but you could probably get similar or better audio elsewhere for less. The tiny Razer Seiren Mini is surprisingly capable. It's tiny, cute, and surprisingly capable when you get close. It lacks physical controls like a mute or gain knob, so once it's set up, you're mostly editing in software. For $50, it punches way above its weight, but you do need to sit close and be careful with placement. Is the Seiren Mini a budget champion? Yes, if you want something compact, cheap, and capable for quick streams or travel. The Samson Q2U is my top beginner recommendation. This little Swiss Army mic gives you both USB and XLR connectivity. It's a perfect grow with me option. Start USB, go XLR later. It can be a bit quiet on USB out of the box, but the dynamic capsule really helps in untreated rooms. It comes with accessories too, which is nice. So is the Q2U a must-buy? Yes, for beginners who don't want to buy twice. Next, we consider the Logitech Yeti GX. It's pretty, has RGB, and offers decent audio while minimizing sibilance and plosives well. The sound's a bit flat for my taste, and it can clip hard when you lose your cool on stream. Do I recommend the Yeti GX? Maybe if you want an attractive mic that doesn't need a ton of fiddling. Stepping up in quality, let's discuss the Rode NT15 Gen or similar new gen condensers. These are a definite step up. silky, warm, crazy low self-noise, and modernized outputs like XLR, USB, and even 32-bit float on some models. They're like buy once mics if you're doing serious studio work. Are these new condensers a wise investment? Yes, then if I'm building a high-quality home studio and want future-proof features. The versatile Shure MV7 is another dual connector champion. It offers dual USB and XLR connectivity, a solid build, and a natural broadcasty tone. The included pop filter is only mediocre, and you'll often need to angle it a bit to avoid air blasts, but the sound is clear and engaging nonetheless. Will the MV7 earn a spot in your setup? Yes, especially if you want the flexibility to move between simple USB setups and proper XLR later. The compact Rode XCM50 is a USB condenser worth noting. This mic features a tight cardioid pattern and delivers clear, natural vocals that stay warm without sounding muddy. It's a bit pricey for what it is, and the tripod stand takes up desk real estate, but if crisp voice and background noise rejection matter, it's a solid pick. Should you grab the XCM50? Yes, like if you care about vocal clarity and have the desk space. Let's talk about the ultra-cheap HyperX Solocast. It is cheap, compact, and clean, making it easy to set up, but the included stand transmits vibrations easily. Despite being marketed as cardioid, it can pick up both front and back sounds, which can be surprising if you expect tight rejection. Is the Solocast a worthwhile buy? Yes, like it for a small travel mic or a starter rig. We also see the AKG USB models enter the ring. They are transparent and capture fine detail for voice and instruments, but most lack on-mic gain controls, which is annoying when you need to adjust quickly. Should you go with an AKG USB mic? Maybe if you're chasing a clean radio-like voice and don't need tactile controls. The mid-range HyperX DuoCast comes next. It features dual capsules, a built-in pop filter, and a neat tap-to-mute link, but it's priced awkwardly close to QuadCast sales, so you might get better value waiting for a QuadCast deal. My recommendation for the DuoCast is a no. No, I'd wait for a sale or grab the QuadCast instead. Let's look at the classic blue Yeti, the original OG. This mic is super versatile with 4 polar patterns and that warm, woody low end, but it is chunky and sensitive to bumps and pops, so treat it carefully. Is the classic Yeti still a good purchase? Yes, because it's proven flexible and still sounds great for a lot of use cases. Okay, that's a lot of mics. And here's the reality check. Buying a mic is only half the battle. Once you've recorded a long stream, interview, or podcast episode, you still need to edit and repurpose that content to grow. That's where tools like Vizard actually come in and change the game. Think about it. You could spend $300 to $500 on a mic that sounds fantastic, but then spend hours a week clipping highlights, finding viral moments, captioning, and scheduling posts. Or you could get that same mic and let an AI do the heavy lifting on the repurposing side. Vizard doesn't make the mic sound better, but it turns your long-form content into attention-grabbing short clips automatically, finding the parts people will actually share and watch. Here's how Vizard helps in a real creator workflow. You record with your favorite mic, say the Rode NT USB Plus for perfect podcast audio, or a PodMic if you're going XLR, upload the long video to Vizard, and the AI finds viral parts, auto-edits the clips, and even formats them for different platforms. You can set an auto-schedule, choose frequency, and the AI cues posts for you. And there's a content calendar, so everything is organized in one place. No more manual clipping, no more scrambling to post when momentum is hot. That workflow alone lets you justify a nicer microphone sooner because you're actually getting the value out of every recording. Also note that a lot of mics come with their own software ecosystems, Windows-only apps, clunky control panels, or limited Mac compatibility. Vizard is platform agnostic in the sense that once you export your recording, it handles the clip creation and distribution, so you don't get locked into one vendor's ecosystem. And when some mics lack on-mic controls or have awkward mounts, Vizard covers the downstream work. If you can't mute a sensitive button midstream, you can still automatically cut that moment out and replace it with a clean highlight. Final verdicts in short. If you want the easiest path to good audio with zero drama, look at the Rode NT USB Plus, Blue Yeti X, or Elgato Wave 3. If you want pro-level XLR tone, go PodMic NT15 Gen or a solid condenser plus interface. If you're bootstrapping and need flexibility, the Samson Q2U or Shure MV7 makes sense. And if you're obsessed with making your long content work harder for you, turning streams into dozens of shorts a week without living in Premiere, add Vizard to your kit. It's the missing piece. The mic captures the quality and Vizard makes the content actually grow your channel. So, would I buy any of the individual mics mentioned? Yes to several of them depending on budget and goals, but is buying just a mic still enough? Absolutely not, because a great mic combined with a workflow that scales is how you grow. A great mic plus a workflow that scales, hello automatic clips plus scheduling plus a content calendar, is how you go from making videos to actually growing an audience. If you want links to everything I mentioned, I drop a comment below and tell me what kind of channel you run, and I'll help you pick the mic plus the best Vizard settings to make the most out of each recording. Thanks for watching. Hope this helps you pick the mic and the workflow that gets you actually posting more and stressing less.